Good morning, everybody, and this is your SP 500 day trade setups for today. So, yeah, CPI printed, nothing really happened, just another big up and down day, lots of tails, lots of confusion, but we do have a higher low here on 8 hour, and we can argue that this is a pin bar off structure. There's actually two pin bars off structure at the moment, but I'm not going to look at the top of those tails. I think this is still the level to be paying attention to. That's 44.90. Actually closer to 44.91. So if we start drilling down through the time frames, you can see the 3 hour. This week has been pretty much a big up, big down week. The gap has closed. The weekly gap has closed. Obviously this one is still open. But with this pin bar and this pin bar, you can see there's our rounding bottom. Probably find a head and shoulders or cup and handle in the structure as well. So levels still stay the same. I'm still very cautious until we start building a base somewhere. So we are back above the moving averages again, but I really don't trust us, not with all these tails here. So there's nothing stopping us coming all the way back. There's a gap now as well, and having a deep pullback, something like that, or alternatively even just start building on a trend line here. And there's one more level I want to pay attention to, and that is this tail here. If you look left, you can see the structure that is there. Now, we did close above it yesterday, so and then we sort of had a little bit of a gap down. Now we've had a gap up, so I don't trust this little zone here of gaps. If we pull back to close a weekly gap, there's nothing telling us that we're not going to close this gap. So yesterday's price action, complete confusion with the CPI up, and then we pull back to hold down here at 44.61, and then pull back again into the moving averages. So until we hold those moving averages, this is not in a trend, and I'm a bit reluctant to be jumping in long up here, and definitely very reluctant to be jumping in short when we're above the moving averages. So it's kind of looking like a day where we need to be just sitting back and waiting for a better structure. We can argue that we have got a double bottom here, inside bar, there's the top, and this is kind of fairly strong top that we've got. If you just look to the left, that to me would be the neckline. So the logic here for me is quite simple. I'd want to see a break above 44.91, pull back, come and find support here, or even better, find support down here at 44.85, build a base here, and that would be my entry long. But reluctant to be jumping short just based on what we're seeing there on the 3 hour, on the 1 hour. So just all these tails here, just telling me that there are buyers here, so really don't want to be jumping in short at the moment. This is looking like they're trying to push it up, but I want a confirmation, so I want it to break up, come back, find support, and then move up. Why? Nobody knows. CPI is obviously indicating a different direction, but do remember the markets are forward looking, so there could be a number of other factors that people are looking at, or should I rather say institutions are looking at, in order to prop this market up. So, and I say it again, and I keep saying that these markets are not designed to fall. They're designed to make us money. They're designed to allow our pensions to grow, our savings accounts to grow, economies to grow, etc., etc. So the finance mafia will do everything in their power to make sure that the market stays up. So just keep that in the back of your mind. There is a lot more risk going short than there is looking for longs. Otherwise, your pension funds would definitely not function correctly, and you wouldn't be putting your money into a pension fund or a provident fund or an investment fund, because it wouldn't be growing, it would be falling. So a lot's going on, but I think for us, what we're looking for is just short-term gains, and that is the most logical one for me at the moment. If we do pull back down here, that would also be a fairly decent opportunity for a long. But again, I'm not interested in trying to second guess a top for a move down. Not my style, not going to happen. We'll wait for structure and then we'll look for the opportunities. So that's kind of my view. There is more data coming out today that could trigger us in multiple ways. And don't be too surprised to see us just barrel through this trend line here as well and come find support all the way down here again and then build a massive tail. That's also a possibility. So lots of confusion until we break those levels to the upside, levels to the downside. We are in a range, and that's kind of the way that we need to look at it. And I wouldn't try second guess this at the moment. Okay, hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.